If you missed it on Monday or want to be shocked all over again, it's the penultimate Damages in an hour. But some strong language now on BBC One Scotland as the Doctor fights the Master of Chat.
Very much indeed. Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to Friday Night with Jonathan Ross. And this is a true story, a very bizarre. I can't say I'm surprised. Let's have a look before we start the show. It's going to be a packed show this evening. Let's have a look and see who is in the green room who will be on the programme with me this evening. They're sitting there, they're waiting like abandoned bags at Terminal 5. We'll find them. That's shocking, isn't it? What a bunch of fucking idiots one BA. We might cut that little remark out. There goes me upgrade. Anyway. Wouldn't you? And then we've also got my next guest, the stars of the new series of Doctor Who, which starts on Saturday. It's David Tennant and his new sidekick, Tate. What a lovely pair. And David's lovely as well. Hey, well done, Dave. Come on. Allow me that one. And continuing with our all-star A-list lineup, we have some music for you, some fantastic music from one of the planet's biggest bands. It's Radiohead. It's Radiohead. My voice went down respectfully for one of the greatest bands. Although, you know, when they first went there, David didn't recognise them. He thought loads of Doctor Who fans from a convention had come in for an autograph. David, make one out to Tom with an H. Anyway, lovely news this week. Shall we get my next guest out, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah! Why don't we? I think we should. Doctor Who is back on Saturday. I cannot wait. First, here's a tiny peek at the thrills in store. Does that look? That's my Saturday sorties. Will you please welcome David Tennant and Tate.
Doctor Who, hey! Doctor Who, Doctor Who, hey! The TARDIS, Doctor Who, hey! Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Skinny man, hello, David. You look marvellous.
Come on in. David Tennant, Tate has gone in. It's the new Who and the new lady. Oh, how lovely to have you here.
It's lovely to be here.
Wow, that series looks pretty good that's coming up, the Doctor Who series. That's looking pretty good. Have you finished filming them all?
Yeah. Yes.
So how many are there?
13.
13, so that's a good run. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
And now, are you together in all of them, or are there surprises where you go walkie or you wanted a week off?
We are always together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Excellent, that's what I think.
We're both in all of them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's wrong what I said. We're not always together.
Yeah, we're not always together, but we are, you know, we're both there.
Now, what is wrong with the Doctor Who? That he always has to have an assistant. Does he not enjoy his own company? Can he not relax? He gets rid of one, he grabs another one. He gets rid of her, he grabs another one. The poor girls don't know whether they're coming or going. The Doctor, what's wrong with him?
He keeps moving, he's like a shark.
He can't stop.
Gotta keep swimming.
Will there ever be a series without an assistant? I'm glad there is, and we should talk about your contribution, but will there ever be one, or do you think that would not happen?
There's one story in... Actually, there's a couple of stories where we get fairly fundamentally separated, so you get a taste of that.
Yeah, and he doesn't like it.
Well, you know...
Well, it's all about
It's all about
companionship as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because, you know, he is... How old is he? 900?
904. Yeah.
He's old.
So he's been around a long time,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
So it's kind of like Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. He needs someone to look after his needs. Is there? Normally, there's a sort of sexual tension. Now, the way your characters came together in that Christmas special, when I first saw you, there wasn't. It was a kind of a different sort of thing. Does that develop? Does she get a little craving for the good doctor?
No.
No. She gets a craving for a couple of other people.
Yeah.
So she's a Larry lass.
She is Larry, but the thing is, it's what I've always said about Donna, and I'm quite pleased someone's been able to do it, is she gets that he's an alien.
Right.
She knows he's got two hearts. Don't want to know what he's doubled up on anywhere else.
Why would she? She's a sensible girl.
You know what I mean?
That's quite right.
You know, he is an alien. He's a great-looking alien,
God bless you.
but he is an alien. And no one...
He's all right looking, but he's a bit skinny. You know what I'm saying? I look at you sometimes and I think, yeah, I like the look of you now, but I'd hate to see you naked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, David? I mean, it's not going to happen, I know. But I know, you know...
Play your cards right, Jonathan. The night's young.
OK, what do we have to look forward to in this series? What's coming up? What are the best episodes? I know they'll all be good, but, you know, which are the ones that really got you excited? Which are the storylines that you loved?
Oh. So many to choose from.
So many to choose from. I particularly like the Ood.
The Ood, the ones that look like it's like a sort of explosion in a spaghetti factory. They've got a weird look about them.
Yeah,
They use
they're
that.
sort of slightly squid-like. I
OK,
guess,
so they're
aren't they?
back, and they were on some mining planet, weren't they? Is that right?
They were. We saw them on Sanctuary Base 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they were sort of the servants of the humans. But this time we go back to their home planet. We go to the planet of the Ood.
Oodville.
Oodville. Yeah, the Ood sphere. Yes.
And how much of a fan were you before you joined in? Because you mentioned the Ood there as if you were a long-time fan and you knew about the Ood. I get the feeling that maybe you weren't someone who grew up watching Doctor Who like we did.
And there's no point in lying about it, is there? It's going, oh, I loved it when he was with that alien thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch it when I was little.
What were you doing when you were little when Doctor Who
I
was
was
on?
watching Basil Brush, to be honest.
No, Basil Brush was
it
on
followed
before.
it? Oh,
yeah,
well,
you
then
could easily
I
have watched
obviously-
both. I did.
You just weren't into fantasy.
I wasn't. I didn't. When, you know, honestly, when Russell took over writing it and David started doing it, I did start watching them. But I didn't even know that he had more than one alien enemy. I thought it was always the Daleks.
It was the Daleks every week.
That's pathetic.
So I was thinking that's quite boring.
But now you've had your eyes open to a whole other
I
world of
have.
aliens. And how is it for you acting with the aliens?
Well, what's great about the Ood are they're actually there in front of you, aren't
Yeah,
you? Because often you're acting against.
Well, I saw the clip there with a
Nothing.
big hornet or bee or something.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
So that
obviously
was-
that's not going to be in the room.
That's
He
a-
wasn't in the room. That
that's
was a stick with a green ball on the end.
honesty.
Yeah, that's not as much fun. But these are actual... And are they robotic figures? They are people acting? What is it?
Well, they are, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Do you know this?
Yeah.
Sontarans.
Now, which ones are they? They're the ones with
They're-
the big round heads?
They've got round
Round
heads,
heads.
and underneath the helmets, their heads are the same
Yes,
shape.
yes,
And
yes.
they're quite little.
They are little.
Yeah.
And we did an episode. An episode takes about 3 weeks. 2 weeks in, I realised there's someone in it. It really freaked
but
me
this
out.
thing had been walking around acting with you.
Yeah, but
10 of them. 10 of them had been walking around acting with him.
But I thought they ran on electricity. I did.
So little
and then
robots.
they take their helmet off and Bob pops out. I nearly died. I did, but I was quite freaked out by it, wasn't I? And I think I was quite rude about it as well. It was like,
Yeah, she'd been standing in the middle and go, oh, they're all so little, aren't they? Look at them. God bless them. Yeah. We are. Thanks very much, Catherine, for your kind attention.
I was like, you know, there's people in there, don't you?
So you were quite naive as to the ways of how they make these.
I was.
OK. Now, please tell me they're not bringing those stupid Sidemen back with the flared trousers. Please, God.
What do you mean the flared trousers?
You
What are
know
talking
that we
about?
want the old Sidemen, the thin Sidemen with reedy arms who are a bit scary, not these new ones with flares who look like they're going to join the village people. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly
They do
what I'm
not
talking
have
about.
flares.
Just because you're the carrier of the torch of Doctor Who, come on, loosen up and tell me the
They're
truth. You
beautiful
hated them as much as we
Art Deco
did.
redesign of a
look-
70 class.
They're like
And it's
gay
like-
Cybermen go to heaven on a Saturday night.
It's not a flare, it's a bootleg.
It's a cowboy bootleg.
There's a lot of important technology in that shin.
Where does Doctor Who and his lovely assistant travel to this time? In time and in place? Where do we find you? We know you go to the planet Ood.
We go
Yeah.
to the 20s.
We go to the 1920s.
Oh, that must be great fun to play
Yeah.
in the 20s. I used to love it in Star Trek when they occasionally went to Earth and they would go to the gangster period. So
Yeah,
you guys in
yeah,
the 20s
Yeah,
must be great.
that was great.
Yeah.
And that was the first episode we filmed as well. And it was in the summer and it was all
How nice.
flapper
Yeah.
and yeah, it was good.
And where was the worst filming experience for you? When was it not so much fun?
We went to a cage where your nose got black?
Yeah, we did go to some caves.
Not a cage, a cave. That's right.
Yeah, not a cage.
And was that because they had fake
Thanks.
smoking?
Yeah.
Was that fake smoking stuff they were blowing in there?
I don't know what it
that
was.
was.
They mined something.
Yeah. Oh, so it was
nasty.
an actual...
It was, yeah.
Was this in Wales? It was probably coal.
It was just outside Wales, actually.
It would be coal they mine in. Coal mine.
No,
It a big
it
industry.
wasn't coal. It was something else. It was some. What was it?
Tin?
No,
Gold?
it's something odd. Something you don't imagine they mine, like
Fish.
cotton. I can't remember what it was. It was.
Raspberries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
OK, now, I am delighted you're in it. I loved your guest appearance.
Oh, thank you.
But you only were going to do the one initially.
Yeah,
That wasn't
yeah.
part of some grand plan, was it?
It absolutely wasn't.
So when was the turning point? When did you decide you'd do more, and when did they come and ask you?
I knew about a year ago, I suppose. And but if you see the series now, you wouldn't know, and you'd seen the kind of the Christmas episode, I don't know, you wouldn't know that it wasn't all planned, would you? Because he's so brilliant, Russell. He's literally just
Woven it all in.
in completely.
And back reference all sorts of things that
Yeah.
you didn't know he was going to use later. And now they're all part of. Because Donna's story unfolds slowly, doesn't it,
Yeah.
over the 13 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to finding out more about that because but initially she was kind of very wary of him and very reluctant to be with him. So presumably
Yeah.
they've introduced something in the character that makes her change her mind. She wants to travel
Yeah,
with
she's
him.
had to do a complete 360-degree turn, hasn't she? Because the last time we saw her, he said, "Come with me," and I went, "No, I'm all right," because I thought, I'm done now, you know what I mean? And now I'm having to go.
And so what changed her mind?
Well, the way Russell said it to me was, it was like as if it had been someone you met and you had a great night with, and they said, "Can I see you again?" And she went, "No, I think you're all right." And then she realises, "Oh, I've made a really bad mistake."
Yes. And then she wants a bit more of that
Yeah,
skinny
but
action.
just in the terms of what he can offer her as a person, not in his alien bed.
No, she just wants to hang out with a bit more.
Yeah.
So does the Doctor ever get it on with any of his assistants? I mean, he was getting close with Rose, Billy Piper.
Yeah,
that was
probably the
about
closest
as close
he's
he
got. Yeah. Well, you've got to draw a line, haven't you?
It's for kids
It's
as well as
20
for
past
grown-ups.
6.
It's on. Slightly
20
curiously,
past
20 past 6.
Well, do you think we're meant to... Yeah, what's the deal? They've changed the time. Why is it
they
on
have
earlier
changed the
now? It's
time?
on a different time. Why?
Well, we're slightly mystified, to be honest with you. But I think it's good.
Hang on, this is good. This will be a story in the tabloids tomorrow. Dr. Hugh furious at times.
I'm
Dr. Hugh.
I'm being posh.
Dr. Hugh.
Martha, come, Dr. Hugh is on the telly box. Because now we've got Graham Norton looking for Nancy's in the afternoon, haven't we?
I guess so, yeah.
So that's what the picture for there.
No, it's all part.
That's a great show that writes its own jokes. I'll do anything with Graham Norton looking for Nancy's. It's like, well, that's stupid they moved that. Although, I must admit, I'm enjoying that show as well, so it's going to be a nice
like
package.
that show.
Sure.
We had Nigel on. You've been in the green room with him. I don't know, it's all kind of either CGI props. Do you actually work with animals in Doctor Who? Are you animal people yourself? I know you have a pet cat, don't you?
I have got a cat.
Yeah.
I've got a cat, and I think it's the reason why I've not had another baby, because he's my ginger son.
Oh.
He is. And honestly, and I'm convinced he's gay as well.
Well, that's a mother's
'Cause he
dream
just-
right there.
exactly, he just-
He's ginger and gay. You won the lottery.
You want to see when I turn
He's never
like
gonna
belly
leave
on?
me.
He's right bounding down the stairs.
Does he sit with you? Does he sit on your lap when you're sitting?
No, he lets me literally cradle him like a baby. If I could put a dummy in and I thought he wouldn't dent it, I would. I just love him.
So
you know, when I rang up, because I got in Battersea, when I rang up, because I initially said, we're looking for a kitten, and they said, all right, we'll come back. We'll ring you when we've got one. First kitten, they rang up and they said, beautiful, beautiful, smoky grey kitten, we've got a slight problem. It's got prolapsed rectum. And I said, what does that mean? And they said, it means its bottom falls out. And you have to push it back in. And I said, thinking about it's making me feel ill, so I don't think I'm the right person.
No, you need training for that kind
You
of
do,
thing.
and they said, well, probably that should go to an experienced cat owner. Next time they rang up, we've got another kitten. Great, thinking, great. They went, it's got a problem. I think, oh, what's the matter with this one? Don't you have very healthy cats? They went, I said, what's the problem? They said, it's ginger. As true as God.
So they are
said,
classing ginger hair with your arsehole falling out of your body.
On a par.
the discrimination of my people goes down to the animal world.
Did they know that you yourself were...
Well, I'd been in and I said, well, that's That's mighty fine, lady, because we're a ginger household.
Does anyone else in the house have a prolapsed anus while we're at it? Tom, you're a bit gingery as well, aren't you? You know that curse.
No, I'm not. It's the red.
he's a strawberry blonde.
Yes.
Are you an animal lover? How many pets have you had in your life? Did you...
I personally have never had a pet.
What the...
Yes.
Who the what?
Thank you.
When did the what?
My brother had a rabbit. That's it.
This is a terrible story of great sadness, isn't it? You know, and
It is a bit. I'm not that fast, to be honest. I'm not. I mean, I don't mind an animal, but I'm not that.
You prefer it on your plate, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
How can you not love a little furry ball of fun to cuddle up with you?
Stinking up your bed, leaving hairs everywhere. Come on.
Well, you don't have to sleep with men.
Yeah. He must be pretty awful. I can't believe how excited we are in my house about Doctor Who coming back. You know, we love it. Most people with kids in their house love Doctor Who at the moment. And you know what I love? I'm just going to say this. I don't know if it'll make the show or not, but I've seen David out and about sometimes, and he's just got to be about the most generous man with his time when it comes to Doctor Who fans. I've never seen anyone come up to him, no matter how inopportune the moment, and want an autograph, and he's never turned around. He just has got time for everyone, which frankly makes me feel a little bit sick, because people come to me and I say, piss off. But... So you're setting the bar too high.
You see that? I had someone just today, it's literally bawled up to me in the street, someone who looked a little mental, I have to be honest. Oh, it's you! I don't watch your show! Okay, I hate it!
Was it Bruno from Strictly Come Dancing? OK, here's the clip. This is what you got to look forward to for the next 13 weeks. It starts tomorrow night on BBC One at 6:20.
Stacey? You all right? Wouldn't mind a little visit myself. Everything all right in there? It's only me. Do you mind if I pop to the loo? Stacey? Help me! Oh my God, help me! What is it? What's wrong? Stacey!
Doctor Who, BBC One 6:20. What are those little fellas called?
Adipose.
Adipose.
They're the adipose.
I'd like one of them.
Yeah, I like the look of them.
Lovely.
Yeah. OK, how lovely to have you both here. You know I'm a big fan of both of you, ladies and gentlemen. David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Go back, and then you can watch it now or not.
All right, please.
Thanks to all my guests tonight, Dave.